Welcome back, yes, back to another episode of Creature of the Night. I am your host, Toxin, your friendly neighborhood sinner. You should know what to do. Slash that subscribe button and ding that little bell to let you know every time I upload so you can keep up to date with me, guys. Now, for Throwback Thursdays, I want to do something different. I'm going to go after a cult classic, and I'm speaking, of course, of the 1977 House. If you thought House was just going to be a quirky haunted house movie, yeah, no. This movie goes completely off the rails, and I mean that in the best possible way. I'm not even going to pronounce the director's name because it is a Japanese film and it actually has a different title, but I'm not going to attempt to it because I know I'm going to butcher it. But House isn't just a horror film. It's like someone turned a nightmare, a cartoon, and a psychedelic art project all into one chaotic experiment, guys.
This is good shit.
We follow a group of schoolgirls, each with the names based on their personalities: Gorgeous, Kung Fu, Fantasy, so on and so forth, who decide to visit Gorgeous's aunt's countryside house. Right away, things feel off. The aunt moves strangely, the house feels alive, and there's this eerie white cat named Blanche, I believe his name is, that might as well be the real villain of the whole film. And then the movie just says, fuck it. All right, reality is just optional at this point.
Imagination.
The horror is completely unhinged, and this is where House becomes legendary. One girl gets eaten by a piano, not metaphorically. The piano literally bites her fingers off while she's playing. Another girl gets attacked by flying futons, I believe they are. There's a moment where a severed head flies through the air and bites someone on the ass. Yeah, guys. Mirrors, clocks, random household objects just decide to kill people whenever they feel like it, guys. None of it feels logic. And that's the point. The house itself, it feels like it's alive, feeding off one girl one by one in the most bizarre ways imaginable.
What?
The aunt isn't just creepy. She's basically a supernatural entity that's tied to the house. We learn that she's been waiting, stuck in time after her fiance never returned from World War II. That grief that is twisted into something darker, and now she feeds on young girls and it keeps her going. There's even a moment where she transforms, revealing a skeletal, ghostly form while casually sipping blood like it's tea. It's disturbing, but also weirdly stylish, like in the house. And then there's Kung Fu, the only one who actually fucking fights back through this whole film. She literally starts kicking the house apart, lamps, walls, anything that moves. She's throwing hands like she's in a completely different movie. For a second, you think she might actually win, and then she fucking doesn't.
God, if you listen, hell.
By the end of the film, House has consumed almost everyone. Gorgeous is the final piece, and instead of escaping, she essentially becomes part of the house, taking on the aunt's role, and the cycle just continues to continue, guys. The last shots feel eerie and empty, like the house is just waiting for its next victim.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
What makes it hit so hard, guys, what makes it special isn't just the insanity, it's how intentional it all feels. The practical effects mixed with hand-drawn animation, the dreamlike editing that ignores reality, the tonal whiplash between goofy and terrifying. It feels like a child's nightmare has been brought to life, which makes sense because the director did reportedly get the idea from his daughter. But hey, we've seen things like great things come from child's ideas. I mean, look at Hook. That enough said. Guys, my final thoughts. House isn't scary in the traditional sense. It's unsettling, it's chaotic, and it's completely unpredictable. It's the kind of movie where you're like constantly asking, why is this fucking happening? But you cannot look away. I'm going to be honest. But overall, guys, I'm going to rate it a 6.5 out of 10. It was one of the more unique horror movies I've seen in a very long time. But I don't know, guys. It just completely lost me. How you can even ask my girlfriend, like, she was kind of in and out of it while I was watching it too, but she just was completely lost of the film. I ended up almost having to watch it twice just to kind of get it. I can see why it's like a cult classic, why it's like heavily praised, heavily praised for its filming. The film style is very unique. The hand drawn animation and all that does add character to the film. But I don't know, like, you're watching Japanese teenage girls, and there's kind of like shots that are questionable. It's kind of like makes you feel like I don't know, maybe did he kind of like directed it or something like that. For me, I don't get the hype behind it. Again, it was uniquely shot. It just wasn't for me. I don't know, guys. It was just weird, almost to the point where I was like lost. Like, but maybe I'm just missing something. Maybe I don't have artistic mind like that, but who knows? But let me know what you thought about the film. Let me know what you thought about this review. Let me know what you thought about my spoiler free review. And let me know what you want to see next, guys. And let me know if you like this throwback Thursday, this slashback Thursday, or whatever I want to decide to call it. But yeah, guys, till next time, like I always say, if you're not sinning, you're not having fun. Beware the moon, guys.